Our weather impact alert continues with a live look from Biloxi, Mississippi, as Hurricane Francine is currently barreling towards the U.S. with landfall just hours away.
The storm strengthened overnight, and now, as you can see, conditions are beginning to deteriorate. This is across the Gulf as wind gusts increase and some heavy rainfall begins.
That's right, and that's where we find Ivan Rodriguez. He is live in Morgan City, Louisiana, with the latest developments. What's going on, Ivan?
Well, conditions have definitely gotten a lot worse. We've been out here since 6 o'clock this morning, and right now you can really just see the wind coming in, the waves behind me crashing into the shoreline, and that rain beginning to come down as well. We know that it will land as a Category 1 hurricane, but that doesn't take away any of the dangers attributed with flooding, storm surge, and also wind damage. All of that remains unchanged for anyone who chose to stay in town. At this point, everybody is sheltering in place.
We're trying to prepare for it, but I don't think this one's going to be quite as bad for Lafayette.
Preparation and cautious optimism is how many living in the path of Hurricane Francine are facing the next several hours.
We're going to stay here. We've always been here, and we're not going to leave.
I got all the vehicles gassed up. We got some extra water. We got the propane bottles filled.
The Category 1 storm may not be considered a major hurricane, but forecasters say it will pack a powerful punch, threatening several areas along Louisiana's coastline with storm surge levels up to 10 feet.
The time to evacuate has now passed.
Various mandatory and voluntary evacuation orders had been in place since Tuesday, notably around the greater New Orleans area, which is outside of the levee protection system.
We are now no longer in the prepare for a hurricane. We are now in the respond for a hurricane.
In St. Mary's Parish, they closed massive floodgates to hold back potentially destructive storm surge from washing over homes and businesses downriver. Sandbag stations were also busy over the past 24 hours. These local high school students volunteering to help their neighbors.
The community's strong around here, all together, we're strong together.
A strong community that must now hunker down and ride Francine out.
Now is the time to begin to stay off of the roadways, stay home and stay put.
Francine is about 75 miles away from where we are right now, and landfall is expected later this evening. We are also paying close attention to all the saturation here in the grass as well. There was a storm last week, so it's not going to take very long for many areas like these and other parts of Morgan City to flood with the rain totals that are expected here because of the hurricane.
Yeah, Ivan, we've been seeing so much rain in the area even earlier this week. Have you been around town today? What's the mood been like? Have folks been preparing? What's the general mood?
Well, we came into town yesterday evening, and I can tell you that we noticed a lot of people going to gas stations, filling up, and many looking like getting out of town, either heading north or west, just completely out of the trajectory of this hurricane. But for those that decided to stay, officials have been very clear that they needed to be prepared, have plenty of supplies with them, maybe for a couple of days, to be able to hunker down. One of the reasons is crews aren't going to be going out in this storm. Once the threshold was met of winds around 35 miles an hour, they pulled the plug. First responders are no longer going to be on the roads. Crews also aren't going to be repairing and getting to work on any power outages, so the power will be an issue here until this hurricane passes. And right now, power outages in the state of Louisiana, we're right around 7,400 customers without power. You'd expect to see those numbers begin to climb, especially as this hurricane makes landfall.
Well, as you touched on, you said cautious optimism for how this storm may play out. But look, we know a Category 1 hurricane is still a dangerous storm. Yeah. Ivan Rodriguez for us today. Thank you.